You're listening to the Headlock Talkover podcast, where we like wrestling and we talk about wrestling with Jack and Jeremy.
Hello and welcome to the Headlock Talkover podcast, the podcast where we like wrestling and we talk about wrestling. Welcome to the all-new Headlock Talkover podcast, where we won't be covering pay-per-views anymore because WWE sold their soul.
Because reasons.
Yeah, because reasons.
And network.
Yes, exactly. I'm Jeremy, joined as always...
Paul.
Bloody Paul. I am Jeremy, joined as always by Jack the Seer.
I'll take it. I've been called worse.
You may very well have done. Jack can see into the future because a few weeks ago...
I wish I could. Just wrestling future, apparently.
What did you predict would happen a few episodes ago?
I mean, are you talking about the Tony Storm thing?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Tony Storm thing.
Tony Storm would be playing herself. Edit clip here. She's
acting, darling.
She's playing Tony Storm. I hope that's true, because that's another layer onto that timeless Tony Storm gimmick that was so good. Like, she's created her own mental universe.
The TCU.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
There you go. It's right there. How the fuck did you manage to figure that one out?
I said it as a joke.
More than a joke.
I don't know if that's you know what that says about AEW's booking. If I say something as a joke, I mean it was genius. Yeah. Hell of a promo.
You've just seen the clip.
I know. I only watched it for the first time literally 5 minutes ago.
It's so good though. So good.
You know what? I hope she does rip her tits off. Are we allowed to say that?
I guess so.
Okay.
She is propping that company up at the moment.
Yeah.
Seems that way.
Yeah.
She's grabbed that brass ring.
I can't really see any other reason to watch AEW, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So we'll jump into the rest of the news, and then what we are going to do is we're going to try and improvise the worst Royal Rumble we can possibly imagine. So we have no notes. We've written no wrestlers down beforehand. We're just going to take turns pitching, essentially.
They call it an and then story, don't they? So one of us is going to book, one of us is going to suggest a entrant and then add a little bit to the story, and then you're going to, and then this, Is that what it's called?
Basically, yeah. Basically.
Yeah. Get ready for some silliness.
Short of what happened at Collision, because that's the only fucking thing that happened on Collision. Have you seen Saturday night's main event?
Some of it.
Very, I believe the kids say mid pay-per-view. Yeah. If you can call it that. Almost everybody you expected to win would win, with the exception of Braun Strowman, but he won by DQ. And then Jacob Fatu beat the piss out of him after the bell.
I think that's what a lot of people were expecting, is Jacob was just going to squash Braun. It was just going to be an extended squash match. So, yeah, I mean, the right thing happened, but on paper, yeah.
Did you happen to see the aftermath?
It was 3 moonsaults.
Yeah, and did you see Braun's face? I'm assuming he bladed, but the cut was like right on the bridge of his nose, so the blood was just pouring either side of his nose. It looked like he was bleeding from his eyes.
Oh,
it was something.
I didn't look that hard at it. I thought the blood was coming from his mouth, like he was coughing up blood.
Yeah, it was a hell of a visual.
Weird choice because that's exactly how they got Reed over.
Exactly.
Just jump off the top rope a lot.
But I mean, it's Jacob Fatu. He's already over. You don't need to put that much effort into it. But it was a fun thing.
I did see online there was a lot of people that thought Jacob was all hype, because he's not done that much since he's come in. He's been booked like a monster since he's come in, but he hasn't really backed it up. And I think that's the first time they've gone, no, he's a monster. He's an absolute animal, and that's just proved it.
And I like the thing that they're doing at the moment where he tends to come down to the ring accompanied by Tama Tonga, and they cut like a very short promo backstage before he comes out, and he's just nailing it every time he does it.
I like that there's one thing they keep saying that makes me laugh. If Tama Tonga's the voice of reason between those two, we're all screwed. I like that. But Jacob keeps fighting Tama off at points as well.
Yeah,
like Tama tried to restrain him from getting in the ring with Braun. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Or on Raw, whenever it was. And he shoved Tama away and got in the ring anyway. So I like where that's going.
It's going to go somewhere good. Of the 3 title matches, no titles changed hands. Do you know who came out as like an accidental star of the whole show? You'll never guess.
Matthew McConaughey.
Jesse Ventura. Okay. So during the Intercontinental Championship match between Bron Breakker and Sheamus, Jesse Ventura was on commentary along with Cole and McAfee. Mm-hmm. And he just sort of blundered into like memeing himself. He said that Honky Tonk Man had the longest Intercontinental Championship reign, which is not true anymore.
Yeah.
He said WWF once or twice. And he had this... I liked this part particularly, but he had this part where he seemed to have a vendetta against the ref. Like he was saying, like the oncoming round on the 3 was slow every time he counted it in that match.
I did see when Braun got his foot on the rope, barely. By the way, he did say he called the ref out for that, but he's always done that.
Yeah, but he would not let it go in that particular match. It was a breath of fresh air, but also a hot mess.
How old is he though?
I don't know, but I'd like to see more of him on TV, even if he's making mistakes like that.
He's not worked for WWE as WWE.
Well, because of Vince.
Yeah, it was WWF when he worked there. Mm-hmm. And I can't imagine, because he was governor of Minnesota.
Something like that, was he?
I can't imagine he was keeping up on wrestling when he was...
Not at the time, but he didn't want anything to do with WWE at the time after a lot of the time. I mean, the union stuff really soured things, and then he commentated for a while, and then he just kind of disappeared to focus on that.
Yeah. I kind of hope he gets a WrestleMania moment. Because he never wrestled a WrestleMania, Jesse Ventura.
Did he not?
He only commentated.
That's mad.
He retired before WrestleMania was a thing. That's mad to think about.
That is mad. That's like 84?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
He got... Oh, God, tested my memory. He got blood clots in his lungs.
Oh, okay.
Because he was exposed to Agent Orange in Vietnam, I think.
Oh, really?
Which is why he had to retire. I mean, nothing to do with steroids.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, he must be.
I hope he is.
Oh, he must be.
If not, that's your WrestleMania moment right there.
Oh, he must be.
We've got to hope so. Only thing I want to talk about news-wise from this week is the thing on SmackDown. It's the Royal Rumble coming up. We know they like to tuck a surprise or two up their sleeve. They just announced that Charlotte was going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Didn't even save it. I know it was the worst kept secret that Charlotte was going to be there, but come on. Leave some mystery. The place is sold out. It's the Royal Rumble. It's unquestionably the best pay-per-view of the year.
Do you reckon they have to? Because most wrestling fans feel a certain way about Charlotte. And if she'd come out as a surprise, they would have just gone, Well, they can go, oh, no, we told you beforehand. That's why the excitement's not there. Because,
maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's died down over time.
Because her ego is about as stable as her dad's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like father, like daughter.
He'll probably be in the fucking
But no,
as well.
I didn't like that at all. I thought she would have been a surprise. It would have been the John Cena moment where it's like, oh, we weren't expecting you. Oh, we hate you.
Yeah, I couldn't care less.
That's the thing with Charlotte, isn't it? So we'll jump into trying to book the worst possible Royal Rumble. Now, let's flip to see who goes first.
Have you actually got a coin?
Yeah.
God, I was just thinking then. I said, let's flip a coin, and I haven't even got one.
Nice, shiny 50p piece. Call it in the air, and I'll definitely catch it on camera.
Tails never fails.
It's tails. It never failed. Oh, yeah. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay, so I get number 30.
You get number 30.
Cool.
Go on then. Let's cause some
so
chaos.
I'm going to write these down as we go, and we can track eliminations, so we're not just throwing people in there.
Right.
Who's coming out first?
Lillian's in the ring. No, yeah. Fuck it, I'm booking this, aren't I? I don't have to
Lillian
ask.
is the commentator at the moment, so yeah.
Lillian does the rules. Lights go down. Big bright lights come on. Say his name. Joe Hendry comes out at number 1.
Okay. Joe Hendry as the first entrant of the worst Royal Rumble.
I can't really add to that. I can't and then, because that's yours.
And then, after Joe Hendry does his shtick and gets his lovely long entrance where he gets to address the crowd and they really soak it in, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, we get Hulk Hogan as number 2, hoping to make up for his horrible reception on the Raw Netflix premiere. Hulk Hogan cuts another multi-minute promo at the top of the ramp to say that all the Hulkamaniacs are going to get a show as Hulk Hogan proves that he is the best wrestler of all time.
Are you leaving it there?
That's your opening 2.
Has he got in the ring?
Yeah, he is number
shit.
2.
Okay, right, fuck. I was hoping you'd go for John Cena. Hendry and trying to book himself against John Cena, isn't he? Have you seen all this?
I'd love to see it.
Yeah,
absolutely love to see that.
Okay, I'm guessing Joe Hendry and Hulk Hogan have a pose off.
Yeah,
because why not? I think it would be amazing. And while they're posing, bell goes, number 3, CM Punk.
Oh wow! Okay. And
CM Punk comes down, immediately throws Hulk Hogan's dusty ass out the ring.
You're booking the worst Royal Rumble, right? We'll love that.
He said it in a promo. CM Punk's never lied.
Yeah, he did, actually. Yeah, you can't call him a liar. Tell him when he's telling lies, because that wasn't one.
And then CM Punk becomes the face of All-American Beer. Famously straight-edge CM Punk replaces him.
Okay. So, for number 4...
So now we have Joe Hendry and CM Punk.
Yeah, they're all alone.
Yeah, cool.
Right, let's load up this ring a bit, I think. Let's go for someone that has a little bit of history with CM Punk, in that he was part of WWECW. Let's go with
Kevin Thorne.
Marcus Corvan.
Oh my god.
Pounces his way down the ramp.
I would love that.
Yeah.
He was so underrated. He was a can't miss.
Yep.
Loved
his work in TNA.
talent. Yeah.
Loved his work in TNA. So we have these 3 in the ring. I don't think anybody gets eliminated yet. I want to do the standard rumble.
Well, that depends, doesn't it? Who's coming out next, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So we've got Joe Hendry, CM Punk. We've got Marcus Corvan in the ring. You know what? Buzzer goes off, number 5. Trick Williams comes out.
Okay. You want to whoop that Trick.
Trick's in there with Joe Hendry and CM Punk. Gets to look like a star. For some reason, Trick taking a pounce, I think would look amazing.
Yeah, I could see him flying through the air. Real nice.
Yeah.
So, for number 6, we'll have a bit of a legacy one. They like to go a bit goofy around Rumble time, don't they?
I hope you don't do what I think you're going to do.
I don't know what you think I'm going to do.
That's fine.
The Boogeyman comes down. Mouth full of worms and everything. He walks down to the ring, stands in the middle of the ring, poses with the clock and the staff, spitting worms all over the ring.
Right. Okay. Buzzer goes off. Number 7. Santino Marella comes out.
Okay.
Gets distracted and scared by the boogeyman on the ramp.
Yep.
Runs into the ring and immediately pounced out of the ring by Marcus Corvan.
Does he beat his previous
record? He beats his own record and lands and slips on the worms.
Oh, wow.
How old is Boogeyman now?
He's in his late 50s, I think.
Yeah.
But for that, he can do it.
Yeah, you're right.
You've kind of stepped on what I was going to go for. But I'm going to stick with it anyway, because this is the worst Royal Rumble. So these things we don't want to happen. Number 8 is Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
And what...
Ooh, Rey and Punk.
Don't get excited. It's the worst Royal Rumble. What Rey Mysterio does is essentially slip and slides in and out of the ring. So he enters the ring, slides all the way across on the slick of the worms, comes out the other side and hits the announce table. So he's just lay there, virtually unconscious at this point.
Okay.
But not eliminated.
Right. Number 9, Xavier Woods comes out.
Ooh, okay.
Xavier Woods comes out cutting a promo about how certain people shouldn't be in the ring, directing it towards Joe Hendry, gets Joe Hendry's attention. He's about to get in the ring while cutting the promo. Hendry goes for him. Kofi sneaks up from behind, drop kicks Joe Hendry over the top rope. It was a fake out. Kofi's in the Rumble, not Xavier.
Would you say those are consequences?
Creed. So we got Kofi, not Xavier. It was a fake out. Just to get heat.
Good job I left a line in between.
Just to get heat on him, eliminating Joe Hendry.
Yeah, they do have the same theme music, so that does track. Number 10. We get a repackage of Ty Dillinger. And the crowd go absolutely mild.
Yeah, I can see it.
Nobody.
I can actually see it.
Nobody will remember who Ty Dillinger is.
Fucking Ty Dillinger.
He'll do his whole thing, and Cole will try and really ramp it up, but the crowd will be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Because they won't remember him from 7 years ago. I think he was in the Rumble.
Christ.
I know, it's been that long. He's had like a 4-year run in AEW between being with the company.
Need to get some people out of this ring, don't we?
We do. I think we need a big boy.
Big boy. Number 11. Finn Balor.
Oh, that's a big boy.
You'll understand. You'll understand in a minute.
Finn Balor. What does Finn Balor do?
Finn Balor would work really well with anyone in there.
True.
He's still got CM Punk. He's still got Corvan. Finn versus Trick. That'd be nice.
That would be quite nice, yeah. Number 12 is the Great Khali. You wanted a big boy, give you one of the biggest boys. However, Khali's legs are in such a bad state, he doesn't make it to the ring before the next entrant comes out. So by the point your guy comes out, he's almost at the bottom of the ramp.
Well, I was going to say Obafemi comes out at 13 and immediately eliminates the Great Khali. But no, we'll save that. Spoiler. No, lucky 13, Damian Priest.
Okay. I'm assuming he goes straight for the Finn.
Straight for Finn. Straight for Finn.
And doesn't eliminate him. Finn holds on for grim death.
Yeah, they do that weird spot where Priest is twice the size of Finn, yet he's trying to lift him over with just his leg.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, the Rumble spot.
Yeah, certainly do. Certainly do. So, for number 14, let's go for our United States champion in Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Shinsuke is not the interesting part of this entry because it will be the Great Khali. In his incredible feat of work rate, Khali will enter the ring, eliminate the Boogeyman, Ty Dillinger,
yeah, fair enough,
and amazingly, himself, by climbing over the ring like he normally does.
Yeah, fair enough. So have we got Shinsuke in?
Yeah, Shinsuke's entered the ring, he's fine.
Oh, it took Great Khali to... Right,
yeah,
I'm with you.
It took him that long.
Number 15, Ludwig Kaiser, because why not?
I can tell you exactly why not. And that's because Giovanni Vinci's in at number 16.
Oi!
And the tension is absolutely palpable.
Is it?
Yes, because he eliminates Kaiser immediately.
Yeah, Vinci needs a push, really, doesn't he? But
yes, but obviously, worst Royal Rumble. Having Vinci over Kaiser, it doesn't sit right, so it has to happen.
Unbelievable. 17, Braun Breaker.
Mm.
Not Strowman.
Too many people with similar names.
Yeah. Braun spears Kaiser on the way down the ramp because why not? Yeah.
Go on.
Just buzzer goes off, you hear Braun's music, and you don't see him, you just see a blur, and then you see Kaiser on the floor with Braun getting up. In fact, Ludwig is literally cut in half. He has to drag his legs up the ramp. No, don't do that.
You're not holding Gunther's coat anymore, are you, mate? Oh. Next up. I tell you what, it'll never happen, and that's exactly why it's gonna happen. Kurt Angle comes out at number 18 and just has a moment with Bron Breakker. Those who know, they know.
Okay.
And two things happen here. Punk eliminates Corvon, and Bron immediately just goes, "My uncle was right about you," and throws Kurt over the top without even breaking a sweat.
You bastard. You know what? Number 19 is his uncle. Scott Steiner comes out.
Fuck Knuckles.
And then we get a stare down between Bron and Scott.
Uncle and nephew.
Yeah. Well, it's that spot where everyone's down in the ring and the two of them have a big stare down.
Mm-hmm. Holler if you hear me. You hear that fucking siren.
As they're about to do something, who's still in there? Finn. Mm-hmm. Finn breaks it up and attacks Bron. Over to you.
Okay. Number 20 in this Royal Rumble. I tell you what. Let's go for the greatest striker in wrestling history.
Oh, no.
Here comes the money. After trying to get involved with AEW, allegedly, Shane McMahon enters the Royal Rumble. Goes up to the likes of Priest and the likes of Trick Williams and the likes of CM Punk and even Bron Breakker. And just, not touching them. Somehow, by some absolute miracle, he eliminates someone, but it's only Giovanni Vinci.
21. Fuck, I would have liked this, but it's not going to happen, is it? Chad Gable.
Ooh, okay.
Comes out, goes on a suplex rampage, and German suplexes Shane McMahon out of the ring.
I like it.
Yeah. Who else have we still got in? Have we got someone impressive?
So we got left CM Punk, Trick Williams, Ray's on the outside.
Chad is going to double German suplex Trick Williams while Trick Williams is holding Rey Mysterio. And he's going to do that double suplex thing that Angle used to do all the time.
Okay, so he eliminates them both?
No, not out the ring. He just does it in the ring just because I want to see it. But he does get Shane McMahon, suplexes him. Mm-hmm. You know what? Fuck it. Suplexes him over the top rope, all the way up the ramp,
back to
into Gorilla, and Shane lands safely because he does have kids.
Oh yeah,
I mean he no sold a fucking helicopter crash.
Oh, you want to talk about people who've got kids, do you?
Oh,
let's circle back here. Heath Slater, Vinci attacks Slater on the ramp. So we sat there on the ramp.
Okay. Not
entering the Rumble yet.
Is he in TNA still?
I think he's just left TNA.
Okay. Well, let's have a... 23, just because I really want this to happen. Josh Alexander comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And we get a stare down between Josh Alexander and Chad Gable.
Fuck yes.
Please. Please. I don't ask for much in this world. But those two would be magic together. And they try and German suplex each other, but can't.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I'm sending you someone telepathically.
I'm not gonna get it.
And you know what? Josh Alexander does eliminate Chad Gable. But let's go with that.
Okay.
Just so that those two can feud forever.
That does piss all over what I was thinking of doing. Number 24 is Carlito.
Okay.
Apple in hand. loaded with inappropriate sayings to get himself in trouble with. In the span of about 60 seconds, takes bites of his apple and eliminates... Well, actually, first of all, spits at Heath Slater on the way down to the ring because he's still chilling there.
Yeah.
Spits at Josh Alexander and gets rid of him immediately.
Gets rid of Josh Alexander?
Yes.
Okay.
However, the up-and-coming star, Trick Williams, as Carlito celebrating, also throws him over.
Okay. I can't believe I'm booking this person in the Rumble, but I'm gonna. 25. Ethan Page.
Yes.
Ethan Page is walking down the ramp as Josh Alexander is walking up the ramp, and they have a bit of a stare. I don't know if you remember, they were a tag team called the North.
Yep.
In TNA. That's 2 ready-made feuds for Josh Alexander.
For a man who's not in the company yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all but confirmed at this point.
It is bound to
He's
happen.
quit TNA after an I Quit match.
Yes. So,
with someone.
Yeah, by your earlier booking, Rey Mysterio has managed to make it into the ring now?
Yep.
Good, because his son's at 26. Dirty Dom enters the Rumble at number 26 and obviously eliminates his dad immediately. And to the absolute shock and horror of the crowd, gets the upper hand on CM Punk as well. After being in from number 3, just too exhausted and just Dom being the fresh competitor gets the better of him.
We still got Scott Steiner in the ring. 27. You know what? Ultimate troll that he is. Wabadoo.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena comes out.
At the winning number? Hell yeah.
And you know what? Gets in the ring, has a stare down with Dom Mysterio, of all people. Just because who else is in there? Oh, we took Joe Hendry out, didn't I?
We've got Trick. Kofi still in here. Trick, Kofi, Finn, Priest, Nakamura, Breakker, Steiner.
Finn and Kofi start talking in the corner, form a little fractured alliance to try and eliminate John Cena. Mm-hmm. John Cena ducks it, double clotheslines them both over.
So Kofi...
That's Dom and Kofi, yeah. Dom and Nick and Kofi.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit, we haven't had R-Truth yet.
3 people.
R-Truth and... Oh, we could have had R-Truth and fucking Santino together.
You've got one more to add. Well, Santino, yeah. He was going to go early, wasn't he? Number 28 is Carmelo Hayes. And guns for our longest-lasting competitor up to this point in Trick Williams.
Punk's gone, isn't he?
Punk is gone. Okay. This is the worst Royal Rumble. So, Carmelo and Trick stare off for a moment, put their differences aside, have a little hug, and eliminate each other as they walk off into the sunset.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Who have we got in there that can win?
This is the worst Royal Rumble. Anybody can win. Who we have left is Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bron Breakker, Scott Steiner's still here. Heath Slater hasn't made it to the ring yet. Ethan Page and John Cena.
Okay. 29. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Where are you going with this?
Vicky Guerrero walks out.
Yeah.
Excuse me, she says. But he is here, and he is arrived. Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth comes out.
As Nick.
As Nick Nemeth. Remember they were a thing?
I
think it'll be good fun.
I do remember.
Although, have you seen what he said? He said some stuff in an interview about the partnership between...
I'm not familiar with this. Go on.
Yeah, that someone asked him about the partnership between WWE and TNA, and he didn't really answer it. He just said, I spent 20 years there. I was trying to get away from him.
Fair enough.
And Nick Nemeth eliminates Scott Steiner.
Impressive.
Well, they're trying to keep him strong in TNA, aren't they? And Because we need to get Steiner out, let's be honest.
Yeah, we do.
Plus, can you imagine what Nick Nemeth and Bron Breakker could do together?
It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Like,
they've done it.
Nemeth taking a...
They've done it.
Well, yeah, it was amazing. I didn't forget about it. When you got number 30, why is it Obafemi?
That's not Obafemi. You keep trying to book the best Royal Rumble. Just double checking before we have 30. So Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bron Breakker, Heath Slater finally gets in the ring.
Is it Jacob Fatu?
No. Ethan Page, John Cena, and we get the countdown for number 30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Oh, I knew it. I knew you were going to do that.
Ric Flair was never going to let Cena stand a chance of getting number 17. He had to insert himself to try and take that crown.
Oh my God. Right.
And he eliminates... Bear in mind, this is the last one now, so we're only booking eliminations from here. Heath Slater, Ethan Page, and to really rub the salt in the wound, Damian Priest.
Damian Priest gets eliminated from the Royal Rumble by Ric Flair.
I love wrestling, don't you?
All right. As this is going on, Triple H comes out with a microphone.
Okay.
Says, no, Rick, we spoke about this backstage. You can't enter the Rumble. Rick's in his street clothes.
Okay.
He comes out, takes his shirt off, does the whole Ric Flair thing. Rick, you need to come out. We spoke about this. Rick grabs a microphone. I thought we were friends. Blah, blah, blah. You're a businessman now. Triple H says, yes, I am a businessman. This didn't come from me. This came from my boss. The final boss. The Rock comes out in his wrestling gear. Replaces Ric Flair as number 30/31.
Bastard. God, we've got to pick a bad winner out of these. They're all pretty decent.
Who's still in there?
We've got Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bron Breakker, John Cena, Nick Nemeth, and The Rock.
Okay. It can only come down to two people there, really, can't it?
Well, it depends if it's a good Rumble or not.
Shinsuke stands up. He's been a bit quiet. He missed John Cena and The Rock. Double missed.
You love a double
and
missed.
then immediately gets eliminated by Finn Balor. We've
Fine.
basically got a triple threat now between Balor, Braun, and Nick Nemeth, because The Rock and Cena are indisposed with mist, as medical personnel are tipping water on their faces.
But not currently eliminated.
Nope. So have yourself a triple threat there, sir.
Oy. Some interesting triple threat work at play here. Nemeth super kicks Breakker. Breakker suplexes Balor. Balor gives the missile drop kick to Nemeth. It goes that way. Balor manages to be the one standing and positions for a double coup de grace on both Breakker and Nemeth. But as his breakneck speed would have us believe, Breakker immediately gets to his feet, holds Balor above his head, walks around the ring, and just throws him out. Despite coming in at 17, he has the energy of 3 men to eliminate Finn Balor.
So Nick Nemeth and Braun are having a kind of mini match. Braun gets the better of Nick, gets him out the ring via a thingy lift, whatever, because Nemeth will hit the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Before Nemeth has even hit the floor, John Cena has come up from behind Braun, yoinked him out the ring. And then Nemeth ends up splashing Braun, because he's so quick he hits the floor really fast. It's come down to John Cena and The Rock in 2025.
That could be so close to what actually happens.
I know. Horrendous.
I hate it. I don't hate it. I want Cena to win, which is why that's not what's going to happen in the worst Royal Rumble.
They end up both eliminating each other at the same time. Triple H comes out and his quads explode. No, that's happened to him before, hasn't it? That wouldn't be funny.
Yeah, sure.
That wouldn't be funny.
Hey, he took it like a fucking champ. I don't think he'd mind that much. So, in the worst Royal Rumble possible, John Cena and The Rock essentially copy one of their 2 WrestleMania matches. It goes on for far too fucking long. Half the crowd is left by the time it finishes because they've got to beat the traffic and get home before it's midnight. But eventually, The Rock does get the upper hand of John Cena. After much F-bombs, which he's not allowed to say, because they're on Netflix, and although it's not age-restricted, they censor that shit.
And then we get once in a lifetime, for the 3rd time.
Let's have number 31, The Rock, winning the Royal Rumble.
And goes on to face who? Who would The Rock go on to face?
It'd probably be Cody. But
oh my god, it makes too much sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, regardless of who it is, he's got to win. Because that's what makes this the worst Royal Rumble of all time. In my head, I had Dom winning that. As I was kind of like pre-booking it in my head, I was like, well, Dom would be the worst option. Could you imagine the boos? If Dom Mysterio won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But that was good fucking fun.
Fair enough.
Yes. We hope you had fun with us on that one. Let us know what you think of this episode, because we're perfectly open to ideas as to how we're going to format this in the future. But please give us a like, subscribe or follow depending on where you are. And thank you for listening to the all-new Headlock Talkover podcast. Until next time.
Bye.